Hello, welcome back to Gravity Rush. Today we're going to be taking on the side stuff in pleajune. Starting by taking care of the other one of the travelers that we didn't find last time. Which is just like right down here, basically. Yeah. But, beyond that, we're actually going to be seeing some more unique kinds of missions. Well, not so much unique, but types of missions we haven't seen before, basically. And that's about it. So I guess we'll talk about that when we get to it, but hey, here's a dude. I forget, is Singular actually a name that a single real person has? Alright, well, enough of that. Let's head to the fountain. This one I think is just another race, but with a catch. But it does technically count as a new kind of race, I think. I don't think there was a sliding race in Texville. But yeah, this one's not too hard. I choked like 50 times and still didn't have much trouble with it. So yeah, not too much going on here. Yep. Still made it like almost 8 minutes entirely over the required time for the gold, so yeah, not hard at all. Some of these later ones I actually start to choke on, and in fact one of them I have to do a few times before I get the gold on it, but you know. This one I think is just the Nevi Swarm, basically. If memory serves. So yeah, even less to say about this one since it's a type of mission we've already seen before. But, yeah. Honestly, I probably shouldn't even be doing these, like, on screen, considering, again, I have, like, nothing to say about them, but, I don't know, I want to try and keep this as complete as possible. Whatever. I could always fill up dead air with work stories if I could remember a single one, because yeah, still not a lot has actually happened between this and the last recording. I had like a half day at work last night, and nothing happened because I was there for 4 hours at the deadest point of the night. So basically all that happened was after finally, like, every time I go in, someone's asking, hey, do y'all have PS5s? No. Do y'all have PS5s? No. It's like, again, we're still only doing it in stores. Like, we finally just decided to Or, sorry, not in stores, we were only doing it online. But, yeah, we just finally decided to put up flyers that say, hey, dumbass, we don't have the PS5, it's online only, you fucker. And people still ask us because they're stupid, but, you know. Well, to be fair, it's not always because they're stupid. I mean, they are stupid, but that isn't necessarily the only reasoning. Because some stores actually have been selling them early, when they're not, like, supposed to, necessarily. Our store actually did that once earlier, so I have some insight as to what exactly happens there. So, basically, if you manage to get a PS5 from a Walmart in-store, one of a few things could be happening. So, the less sinister scenario is a bunch of people either canceled their order at the same time or had their orders canceled for taking too long to pick up an in-store pickup order. And that leaves the store with a bunch of excess stock of PS5s that they can't do anything with. And so then they're like, you know what? We need to get rid of these because they're expensive fucking things. Let's just sell them in-store. And they're not supposed to do that, but they do it, because, you know, why not, I guess. Also, yeah, I'm eating shit on this mission. Still make it, though. I think I just barely get the gold. So there's that. Or the other thing it could be is the employee that sold it to you didn't know what they were doing, which is what happened at my store. One of my coworkers found a box of them. It's like Shadow Box, if you don't know what that is. Basically most freight at Walmart, or like any retail store really, but specifically at Walmart because that's what the store is. Has like labeling on it so that you know what's in it, so that if you're like looking in the back for freight for a customer, you can just see, oh, this box says Nintendo Switch or whatever, and do there. The PlayStation 5s are currently in boxes that are unlabeled so that they don't get sold. But he looked in the back and he found them and he brought them out. I'm like, you know we're not supposed to sell those in store right now, right? He's like, are we? And then he scanned it and was like, well, they're scanning. And like, yeah, they are, but that doesn't mean we're supposed to scan them. But, you know, he scanned it anyway, because it's like, whatever. Might as well. Because, like, I'm gonna be real, that you could get away with murder at my store, probably. Like, most of the people I work with, not even just in my department, but just people I work with in general, are fucking dumbasses. Like, I don't know how it's even possible to get fired from that store. Someone actually did about 3 months after I started there, but I'm not sure how that happened. Like, hell, my department manager doesn't know what she's doing half the time. Oh yeah, also, this mission type kind of sucks and is really boring to watch, so I don't give a shit. I just kind of sped up the entirety of it. But, yeah, so that happened, and then after he did that, the department manager was like, dude, you're not supposed to do that. But someone else saw him do it, so then we had to sell the entirety of what we had in OGT. I don't know why we specifically had to do that, but whatever. So yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I'm not particularly torn up about it, because let's be real, most of the people who those orders were going to be scalpers anyway, so I don't give a shit. It's just... probably shouldn't be tempting fate like that, I guess. Yeah, and I probably won't have any particularly interesting work stories for the next couple recordings, because I have, like, the next 2 days off, but then, like... after that, I have, like, 8 days of work in a row, which is gonna suck ass. Because, like, I had the weekend off this week, but next week... it's, like, the week of Christmas, so I have, like... I think Monday that week off, and then Christmas Day off. For obvious reasons. Yeah, and this is the one I had to redo, because this one's actually surprisingly tight, even with the upgrades I had put on. So, like, I kind of had to remember the layout of this to make everything work, and also I choked here, but whatever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want it to be where, like, trying to precision clear this is necessary to get the gold, just because, you know, this control scheme and this, like, method of movement isn't really something you can be precise with. And also choked up here because I didn't realize there was another thing there. But I made it. I actually made it pretty well on that attempt. You probably wouldn't believe if you didn't see down there that I had failed attempts at this, where I only got silver. But, yeah. That's about it. Next time we'll be heading to, I think, Andestria's next, and I'll see y'all for that. Later, everybody.